So the last video you brought up a topic of fish hawk, and that's something, I'm green, everything I got going this summer, you've got me to this point. Now this is a different level again, so let's have a chat about the fish hawk and what it does for an angler. Okay?
Have you ever been out on the water and you're trolling and you catch all your fish going one way?
Yes.
And you turn it around and go back and you don't catch anything?
Yes.
Usually the reason for that is current. So that what you see wave action on the top doesn't necessarily mean what's happening down below. So the wind can be coming out of the south, and the waves are going from south to north, and when you're trolling into them, you can have your bait going even faster down below. So what
you know what, I do understand that because we fish the Great Lakes.
Yep.
And all the Great Lakes are current lakes because they're all going downstream
flows
toward the ocean.
Yes, sir.
And I've seen that on Lake Ontario. I'll just go back to Vass fishing reference here because that's what I have. Where we had a east wind.
Yep.
And
the current is
going west, and we were sitting there. We were thinking we were drifting,
and you're not.
And we weren't. We were kind of held up in one spot.
Same holds true with your bait. So I've had it, and the fish hawk gives you data down below. So basically, this torpedo fits on your planer board line. It has a paddle wheel on it that turns, and it sends data up to a transducer that's on the stern of the boat.
Okay.
And it transfers that to a screen.
So it's taking the information of actually what's happening
at the ball. So if you put a lure over to the side and it says it's doing 3.5 miles an hour on the top, it could be doing 1, it could be doing 6 at the ball.
So really fine tuning.
It's telling you what's going on down there, and you can compare it to what's going on up here.
Gotcha.
So it gives you your surface speed, it gives you your down speed. So
you speed up or slow down depending
accordingly. So if you're getting bit at 2.2 at the ball, going with the waves, you want to check it accordingly to get it back to 2.2. So I've had days where I'm going 5 on the top to get 3 at the ball, and I've had other days where I'm going 2 at the top to get 3 at the ball.
Right, depending which way you're going with current and wind.
With current and wind, exactly. Okay. So
that's just a transducer. It's basically that's a transmitter.
Transmits to the
hooked onto the ball.
The transducer sends that information to box at the helm.
Yes.
That tells you true depth too on barometric pressure. It says that no, your rigger's not at 40 feet. It's at 34, 36, whatever, because of bullback.
You call it bullback. I'm not a downrigging guy, so bullback is the faster you're going, depending on how heavy the downrigger ball is.
That makes a difference.
It angles the line, so it's not.
Yeah, it's not going straight down. It's swinging back. Like swing back, bullback, same thing.
Okay.
So the other thing that's nice about the new Optimums is all 3 talk together. So I can get my fish hawk data on the screen on the rigger.
You can't see from this angle with Ryan here, but this has a digital display.
Yes. Okay. And you can divide those windows up into screens that you can show the fish hawk temp on the top, temp at the ball, speed at the ball, temp on the top.
Wow. Okay. We don't have it on right now, so we don't.
We'll do that on the water. It'll be much better.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll do that as well because we talked about that a moment ago with doing some of the other stuff. We'll get on the lake and we'll talk about it in full detail.
Anybody I've ever suggested a fish hawk to, they get it and they learn so much more of what's going on down below. It makes a big difference, especially with
think about the technology. You're spending a lot of money for a boat. You're spending good money for gear, riggers, and if that's going to make a big difference at the end of the day, for the little
every tournament guy I know that fishes tournament run a fish hawk.
Yeah.
And it's just a good piece of equipment. They've come a long way. This doesn't have the batteries in it, but they had the circuit boards before used to be loose. Now they're all encapsulated in resin. So if it does get wet in there, your batteries get toasted, but the brains of it don't have anything wrong. Great company to work with. I can't say enough about it.
Good. Well, I'm going to get one for the summer. You had me convinced pretty quickly, and you know what? We don't get that many days to go have fun and fish. You do because you're a guide, but you're not fishing yourself. So the days that you and I get off to enjoy recreational fishing, it's about catching fish.
Absolutely. It's about
if this
catching
helps,
fish.
I'm going to have one for the summer.
Right on.
Good. Thanks, Paul.
All right, brother.